Indeed. It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. Unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep. Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the giant. Only in truth, the Lord and their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Alright, welcome to Dark Souls 3. We're gonna make the horror again. I made him in a previous stream, but I think this is we're gonna start, playing straight over and go from here. So I'm gonna load him up here, save us some time. There's the beautiful man. Also here's some terrifying thing, I forgot I made that. Alright, load that. So that's the horror. Gonna have him be... that looks silly. I don't know. I want him to be a mage or pyro sort of a build. We're definitely focusing intelligence, so I think we'll start with this and see how it works. Burial gift, we'll do a... I mean, none of them really matter that much. He's beautiful. So yeah, we'll do a fire gem. That'll let us, I believe, upgrade our weapon to a fire weapon. That's just good just to really quickly get that done with if we want a little extra damage early on. So I guess that's a pretty quick startup. Usually it takes a little while, but no worries. Let's get this stuff going. There's your boy. Looking like a Dementor. It's good stuff. I think we gotta take this off though. You gotta let that ponytail breathe. Leave the rest on though. Alright, so I have played quite a bit of Dark Souls 3 now over the past month or two since it's been out, and played the hell out of it, as is probably obvious if anybody has seen the highlights that I've taken and uploaded on my main character. But I haven't done a playthrough with any sort of commentary or anything like that, so I figure do a live stream. This is what I did with Bloodborne, is that I just streamed it straight off the PS4 and yeah. Yeah?
Do you have any plans for dinner?
No plans.
You don't have any?
Nope.
So how about going to where we had the day before yesterday, or yesterday, we had the I had the steak, cheese steak and the chicken. You want to go there?
The cravings?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Or if not, if you prefer, we can go to maybe to Pink Diner.
Either way. I think either would be good. We can go to Cravings, it's closer.
Okay.
Alright.
Very good.
Alright, so we'll do that for dinner.
We have around 6:30 or something like that.
Sure. Yeah, I'll feed the cats and then we'll go.
Okay.
Alright. Very good. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can still manage this. Oh boy. Oh, getting kind of caught in the corner there. Let's back off a little. Okay. Oh no. We're very low damage, I'm not used to that. Okay. That was pretty clumsy. Oh really? Well, I'm glad that the horror was able to introduce someone to the Souls games. And welcome to the stream. That was a very fitting start. I think that's an indication of how the rest of this will probably go. Ooh, okay. Maybe not, you know, making up for it a little bit. Occasionally I know what I'm doing. Not usually, but also I forgot to go grab this back here, I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's a Titanite shard? No, it's just some pocket souls. So I'm definitely not gonna go like full completion, but I'll try and grab everything that I can. It's gonna be kind of a moderate speed playthrough. I feel like I've played enough times I should know, you know, how to keep the flow up. Make sure we're making progress pretty consistently. I'll try not to die too much. Obviously. But okay. So yeah, since Bloodborne, I really feel like I've gotten this image in my head for the horror. He's always got that jutting chin. He's got the weird kind of grimace. He's got mutton chops going, the mustache. Sadly, this time around, you don't have those sweet sunglasses that you had in Bloodborne. You don't have that option, but he's still got the ponytail rocking, and I'm pretty happy about that. Hey, Mr. Games Rules, welcome to stream. You know what's funny, like, honestly, do you guys think it's a better idea for me to just stream on YouTube? Because I'm getting the impression that I get more response when instead of just, like, putting up an announcement and going on Twitch, then bringing back highlights from Twitch to YouTube. It's a much more streamlined sort of setup to just stream straight on YouTube, have the highlights right there, and, you know, don't have to worry about it. So I don't know, I'm still kind of, like, most people do tend to use Twitch and probably with good reason. I don't know, but it may be easier for me personally to just keep everything on YouTube. Because I feel like every time I go on Twitch and then I have like maybe 2-3 people, and then not even that, it's like... It's more convenient. Yeah. Yeah, mainly for me, I feel it's more convenient. For you guys, maybe it's just a little less footwork to go see the announcement video, go on to Twitch. And Twitch can be weird with its settings, quality settings, and like that sort of thing. I feel like this is a little bit more of a middle ground. It's a good spot for everyone, maybe. Let's do a whip build. I could, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do whips and magic. This is gonna be like the weirdest damn build of my life. Alright. Oh, they start you with heavy soul arrow and normal soul arrow. Not that that's gonna do that much to these dudes. Honestly, this is probably the least pleasant way to be fighting this crystal lizard because I'm a friggin' magic user. My toothpick here, it's not faring quite so well. Feeling I keep getting cornered by him. It's probably just a lot of rust showing as well. I've been away from Dark Souls for a bit, so crystal lizards are a bit tougher than usual. And maybe just the fact that New Game Plus just starting out and immediately going to fight a crystal lizard is like not the thing to do. Oh, whew, that was close. Going to New Game Plus, it's like these guys are a cinch, but because like you already have your setup, your equipment, your build, but this is probably the hardest crystal lizard that you'll fight. What's he gonna do? Just kind of stumbling for a second there. I didn't want to get greedy because I feel like an enemy like this, I don't remember if he has something in his moveset that's like, hey, you're behind me, I'm gonna smack you, but I feel like he probably does. You know, this will get my practice in, get my timing, timing those dodge rolls, putting in damage, and there he goes. Can I plunge attack him? Give me that plunge. Oh, that was almost not smart. Actually, this is still relatively unwise. I'm getting cornered. Okay. Oh dear. Let's bring it back up here so we have a little more space. Alright. Yeah, maybe not quite in the corner. That's not my favorite spot to be. And he's rolling. What is this up here? I forget. More pocket souls. Whew. This is fun though. It's kind of thrilling. It's the suspense. Ooh. Gotta be wary. Every moment, you're close to death. Honestly, I love the lizard. In general, I really love the dragon and kind of reptile designs in this game. They did a really good job when they brought back kind of the snake men and all that. Really love their designs in this. I love the ones that can grab you. They just kind of extend their necks out and then bite you, like raise you up in the air and just start biting you. It's great. And actually Osiris is probably my favorite boss, or at least like really high up there, along with like kind of the usual ones that are just fantastic all around. Osiris is just cool as hell. As like a story boss, I'd really love to learn more about him in one of the DLCs, if possible. Like, there's enough about him right now as it is. You know, there's some mystery to him, but you kind of understand what happened. but I'd love to see more on the dragons, on the pilgrim butterflies. There's still a lot about Lothric that isn't completely, you know, clarified. The Abyss, you know, always kind of is in the background. Like, it's a major player, but you don't really learn why until the DLCs. That tends to be like a pattern in the Souls games. You got a lot of, you know, knowledge about what happened to Manus with the daughters. Oh fuck! In Dark Souls 2's DLC. All right. He could kill me like any moment here. This is so close. I'm gonna be really frustrated if I die. If I die, I'll continue on. We'll just not worry about it. But this is probably a little frustrating. This is a little tedious. It's taking a while. I was saying like 5 minutes ago, like, oh, you know, we'll try and keep progress. I've been playing this long enough. Blah blah blah. Whoa! I haven't seen that one before. That was scary. And now here I am, just like hacking away at this stupid crystal lizard. Whoa, okay, the bite. Got him! Oh yeah, that feels good. We earned that shit. Whew. What did I like from E3? I'll tell you honestly, I haven't been following E3 very closely. I saw the new Zelda and I saw some gameplay from that, from Nintendo Treehouse stuff. It looks beautiful. I'm also like way too used to open world. Like, last big open world game I played was Metal Gear Solid 5, and I know how I felt about that game. As good as it was, as high quality as an open world game can be for me, there will always be a lot of tedium in the material gathering and side questing and this and that. I heard something interesting that you could go straight from the beginning of the game to the final boss without doing anything in between, and if that's true, that's some really cool design right there. And like, I mean, it really kind of rings true if you've seen like this picture that's just like big mashups of titles, and it's not exclusive to, was it Breath of the Wind, Breath of the Wild? I don't know what the game's subtitle is, but it's like Tony Hawk's Dogma, Shadow of the Souls, Gear Solid 3. It's like just this big mashup of so many mechanics. But I did watch the gameplay demo, and some things looked really cool, and some things kind of looked like, you know, I could take it or leave it. Like the Sheikah slab thing just being, it's essentially Metal Gear Solid 5 binoculars. It's another way to use the Wii U gamepad. And that's the other thing, is I don't own a Wii U, so if I bought it, I'd be like committing to buying a console for that. And probably I'd also get like Pikmin 3. I'd like to buy a few other things. So that's what I'll say in its favor, is that of any game that's come out on the Wii U, it's probably the closest to something to make me want to buy a Wii U. But yeah, so yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird the way that they've changed. You know, now you have all these different items that you get, but it feels too much like a random loot system, where I really loved in Zelda that they always kept to, like, if you got a treasure somewhere, it was usually like important, or like it always applied to a bunch of different things. If you got rupees, or you got supplies for your sub items like bombs or arrows, and they still have that, but now it's also like you get random items, and you know, you got to think about how many times you're going to find a hidden cavern, get excited, and then just get a random junk item like a bow that you're never going to use, or something like that. And I'm thinking like that's inevitable. That's going to happen in an open world game. You're going to get disappointing loot drops. Whereas in Zelda, I mean, you would occasionally, but like when they had a cohesive game world, it just, I don't know. I feel like I'll always prefer a smaller, fuller, connected world that's more linear to a non-linear open world game with a lot of fluff and unimportant stuff in between the major landmarks that you actually want to go to. And I understand, like, this is literally, like, Wind Waker was that way, and Skyward Sword was that way. I honestly didn't play Skyward Sword. I didn't really like the look of it too much, but you had the sky and you had the ocean. There wasn't much to do there. It was really a point A to point B travel thing, and a lot of people didn't like that. But you at least knew exactly where each landmark was, because you knew that each tile would have like an island or some kind of thing connecting, you know, the stuff that matters to you. And like it was pretty easy. The way the game guided you made a lot more sense, and it kept you on the trail of, like, you know, getting to the end game. At least in the case of Wind Waker, that's what I'm talking about here. With this one, it looks a lot more, you know, there's a lot of ground to cover, and I don't know whether I'll like it or not, you know. I'm sure I'll like it for, like, the vistas and everything. Like, the game, like I said, looks amazing, but I also wonder if it's gonna hold up for however long it's gonna take to get through. And then that is also, like I mentioned, that is kind of helped by the fact, if what I heard was true, that you can go straight to the final boss. But in any game, I like to see everything the developers put into it, all the love they put into it, so I want to explore everything. I did that with Metal Gear Solid 5, and it got tiring after a while. With the Souls games, they always have, like, this very... Nothing in the world is without purpose. You know, you don't have a huge field just to have a field. Like, you always have stuff going on, important one-time loot to get unique weapons and items and stuff. But I don't know. I shouldn't judge until I've seen more of it. But I guess my reaction to it right now is like cautiously excited. But it's probably the coolest thing I've seen on the Wii. That's what I'll say. And if there is an open world game that I'd like to commit time to, that looks like the one. You know, after MGS5, I'd like to play another really solid Zelda game, and I hope it is one. You know. I love how I'm a mage character. I've barely used any of my spells. Maybe I should change that here. Although I'm not sure, being far away from this guy. Oh my god, look at that damage. Yeah, never mind. Oh! Okay, look at that damage. Alright, let's go in for the final swing. No! I timed my dodge too early. Let me take a look at the comments now that I'm dead. Yeah, I'd like to see more about the Deep. I think there was an interview where Miyazaki was quoted as saying we'd be going somewhere far away from, like, the events of Dark Souls 3. It's like maybe a neighboring land. Some people are saying Londor, maybe, and that could be cool. I'd really love to see a boss fight with, like, the primordial serpents or something to that tune, something to that effect. But oh yeah, there was that new Hideo Kojima game. It's like Death something. It has Norman Reedus hug a baby and a bunch of dead crabs and oh fuck. It looked very much like, I don't know, Kojima's been getting weird with his reveal trailers. They don't really tell you anything about the game. Like, Metal Gear Solid 5 was very abstract, and that whole opening mission was abstract, but then the rest of the game was nothing like that, really. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty, you know, like, it always looks pretty. I'm amazed that, you know, even without Konami, he's still, like, pumping out these huge high production value things. It's... I just wonder, like, I guess he got picked up by another company, or he has his own thing going on. I just wonder, like, what expenses go into, like, making these things as pretty as they are, and who's paying that shit. I didn't pay attention to, like, who the publisher was or anything like that, so I don't know. I'm not in tune too much with that stuff. Like I said, I haven't paid the closest attention to new game news and E3 and all that, so I apologize. I'm probably not the best perspective to ask about all of it, but you know, my personal reactions and all that, that's all I can give. And there's not much I've seen anyway, so there's not even much of those. You know, I forget, this is such a weird boss because at the beginning of the game you fight Udix Gundyr, and you know, he's kind of got his whole thing going on, but then later on you fight Champion Gundyr, and I feel like the timing between the two, it's the same boss, but the minor variations in timing kind of mess you up. He's a little clumsy this time around, you know, like he's a little slow and tired, and then he's got this whole abyss phase that's very chaotic. I don't know. Oh, they got him staggered. Oh, alright. Maybe I'll focus magic at the end here. Oh boy. Yep, that'll finish him off. I feel so bad doing that. That's why I never feel good doing a mage build, but like for this game, when I started my first build, I wanted to do something I hadn't done before, so I really focused curved swords, which I kind of did in Demon Souls, but I mean, that's such a long time ago, I felt like it would be cool to focus on that weapon type. Because usually I don't use a lot of curved swords. I usually don't like the flip slash instead of the kick. The kick is usually kind of a very, you know, it's always a good thing to have, and trading it in for the flip kick. I know the Storm King curved sword actually has the kick to it, because it's like a heavier curved sword, but anyways, yeah, I wanted to try out magic and maybe pyromancy this time, because I don't usually make a build focused entirely around them. And as you can see, old habits are dying hard, and I'm still trying to just use my little whippy short sword here, but I'll probably kick that eventually when I realize how much better my character is at magic, and, you know, try and do that. Plus, I think it's more interesting working with the magic system and maybe allocating more Ashen Estus rather than healing Estus. That should be fun and very different. But, you know, I think at most I'll end up being like a spell sword sort of character. A good amount of pyromancy and sorcery mixed in there. Because I like being in the fight, and I'm so used to like being up close to enemies and trying to dodge, time dodges and that sort of thing. It's gonna be weird trying to hang back and shoot projectiles the whole fight. So spell sword's probably gonna be the best option for me. So let me see. They turned Kareem into generic cleric land number 3. Yeah. I mean, they still have the, I think you got some interesting perspectives from, what's his name? Orbheim? Or something. He had a funny name. The magic dude. He's teaching you the sorceries of Kareem and all that, and talking about, or no, he talks about Vinheim, being a Vinheim assassin. Kareem's, I'm confusing my lands. I've always confused those two. I don't know why. It's the magic and then the weird kind of Velka worshipper. It's usually kind of the creepy dark monk, or not monk, the sin dudes. They're all about that sin stuff. Oh, maybe this guy will be easier doing this. Oh yeah. Oh, this feels gross. It's so much better. Oh lordy. And they really do allow you a lot of casts for this, so that's... Magic feels pretty feasible. I mean, I haven't been using magic for most of the series, so I wouldn't know for sure, but it seems pretty good. I'm just saying. But yeah, it is kind of weird that they went a lot more miracle-y and kind of ditched like Thorland or what was the other place? Dark Souls 2 place. I don't know. I've kept really bad track on lore. This is showing how long I've kind of been like not immersed in any of kind of the lore speculation stuff, as I'm just forgetting basic stuff. All my brain knows anymore is that I really like Katarina, and they should just do a DLC where you go to Katarina and you have a vacation. It's a final farewell to Dark Souls, and everybody's there, and you share a drink with the fair lady and Solaire, and no, that's not what kind of game this is, but nonetheless, could you just imagine that? Chester might be Earl Arstor. Yeah, it sounds like it would be kind of a shaky theory, but any update on art? Oh yeah, Smo's Great Hammer isn't that as heavy as it used to be. It's isn't it the Moaning Great Shield or something? That's like the heaviest, one of the heaviest items now. Legend of Titans. Oh god, they have an Overwatch knockoff already? Yikes. The Walking Dead guy, yeah. Yeah, that's God, now I can't think of his name. Norman Reedus, there you go. Morn's Great Hammer, 50 strength requirement. Oh yeah, cause Chester's beta model did wield a Y-hander. That was kinda interesting. He ended up a lot more nimble than that in Artorias of the Abyss. Check, make sure I haven't missed anything. Primal survival. Giant ants and spiders. Oh god. I haven't seen much about Ark. A friend of mine, if you guys were there for the streams, a friend of mine got me the forest, and Headcribe, you were talking about the AI being very intricate, and I remember that. And it's pretty neat game. Like, I don't know. Usually survival games tend to feel a dime a dozen these days, and that one kind of slots into that. And there's only so many you can really play before it gets a little tiring, but the forest is neat in its own way. It's a little draggy sometimes, like cutting down logs and all that, and the crafting is not as smooth as other games I've played, like Don't Starve, but I really do like the idea of the cannibals kind of hunting you down. It feels a lot more active, and the world feels a lot more alive than, you know, some games I played. Like, Sir, You Are Being Hunted, I was just playing with Drewski half a week ago or so, and I don't know, it's still being developed, but that game is just very, very, it feels very droll, I guess. But the forest kind of makes you feel paranoid, and it keeps the excitement and suspense factor up, so I commend it for that.
All that unkindled, and a seeker of lords. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corse. This sad cadaver, no need to be coy. Have a closer look.
Hey Gravedigger Vincent, welcome to stream. Sorry I didn't notice you before. Yeah, weapon stance, I try and implement it as I can, but it never really feels, it takes so long in recovery, at least for the weapon skills that I use, which is, I use the Pontiff Knight Curved Sword, and it has a really cool visual effect where on the second swing it gains a lot of range and swings this huge icy sword that I think does frost damage. I really like that a lot, but it just, it takes so long to get the swing starting. It's sometimes good for PvP, and like that I think is the main thing, is it just gives you a little extra option for PvP, and some of the stance stuff is alright, you know, it's decent, but I'll say Bloodborne is probably my favorite of the bunch gameplay-wise. Bloodborne just, it's a very different style, it's a lot faster and more action-oriented, but it felt so smooth and very empowering, and every single weapon, even though there were a lot less, felt distinct and having transformations and so much variety in that game. I loved that. I think Bloodborne will continue to be like a really classic game for me. I haven't played it since Dark Souls 3 came out, but I'm sure when I come back to it, there are a lot of things that I'm really gonna love and kind of miss compared to Dark Souls. And the DLC they did for Bloodborne is really like hyping me up. I hope they can match that quality for Dark Souls 3's DLCs.
Knowest thou of our purpose? 5 thrones will take 5 lords as kindling for the linking of the fire. The fast-fading flame must be licked to preserve this world. A reenactment of the first linking of the fire. So it is, I became a lord of Cinder. I may be but small, but I will die a Colossus.
The saddest thing about curved sword weapon skills is that 90% of them, even if they have a different name, are just the double spin. Even like the Cell Sword Twin Blades, it's just double spin. Every single one, almost. The Storm King, double spin with some whirlwind around you. And Pontiff Knight Curved Sword, it gains a little range and that cool visual effect. That's the only reason I use the Pontiff Knight Curved Sword, is other than pretty good damage, it just has a cool visual effect. It makes me look cooler, you know? In the end, it all comes down to fashion, Souls. So. So I should start making some progress at some point here. I'll get through some dialogue, I'll, you know, try and catch up on comments, and then we'll go into Lothric.
Ah, another one roused from the sleep of death. Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And they'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we are talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
He's really sad that he can't lick their boots.
Don't you think?
Well, let's get this shit going. I want to collapse everywhere. Look at me, I'm Dark Souls 2 guy. Oh, I'm sad. Oh. Alright, let's get some stuff allocated here. Actually, I'll keep that, and then I'll do rest as the other one. Jump for Joy is always good to have there, or maybe there, I don't know. Joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Oh, and wave. Wave I should have, actually. Wave is always an important thing to have. You always want to wave at people. Lobos did a VR run. Dear God. He's always doing something crazy.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One. I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont, no?
Do you guys mind if I skip dialogue, or I don't know if you care or not. I just want to make sure. I don't know. Let's grab that. That's important-ish. And maybe we'll... What was I thinking about doing? Rapier. She doesn't have any rapiers. We'll grab the torch because that's good to have. Yeah, that'll do for now. We'll buy 135 prism stones already. Vote skip dialogue. Don't care too much, seen all the dialogue. Okay. Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I can sit around for it, but I think at this point, you guys seem familiar enough with the game. You don't care too much. If there's some dialogue I really like hearing, I might just listen to it over again, but I'm just gonna get through it. Hey, hurrah. Okay. Can I infuse already? I can. That may be helpful, since I'm already kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna, if I gotta use it, you know, no reason to keep that there. Let's do 2 and 2. That might not be the best idea, but hey, we'll see how it works. I gotta slot myself into this spellcaster thing, somehow or another. Maybe, you know, maybe I'll do this, because I'm not gonna use that shield that much. Parries are still like really inconsistent for me. I'm pretty bad with them, so you know, do a little left hand cast, right hand swing, little cast, little swing. It's all good. Okay.
What?
Well, I can to
Just gibberish. Just gibberish all over. Good.
farewell me.
It's good shit. I have 600 souls. Can I level up off of that? I cannot. But I do have pocket souls. I could just do a little bit of this. Oh wow, that was a full level up right there alone. There. That should take over the rest, hopefully.
Very then
Okay, let's get health up a tiny bit more. Oh, I should have just used all the pocket souls. Let's do this. Get one more.
very well, then take.
Manifestations of disparity. I never actually listen closely to what she says because the volume's so low on it. Darkness beyond the reach of flame. Okay. We'll just do that for now. For whatever reason, I am terrible about this. I have to have like even stat numbers usually. Or if it's going to be an odd stat number, it has to be 5. It's got to be 5. All my numbers have to look pretty. Everything has to be fashion souls. It's really terrible. It's like, I wouldn't call it OCD. It's more just that I'm a terrible, terrible neat freak. It's hard to. It's hard to not do that. Like I feel like everything's wrong if I have a number that's like 23. That won't work. Turn the whore into a Kareem fanboy. Make Kareem great again. Dear God. Honestly, I think the whore would be a better president than Trump. I think his policies would be great. He'd make everybody paint their skin blue, and then we'd have worldly equality because we'd all be blue people. And he'd have everybody dye their hair purple. He'd turn everybody into him. Everyone would become the whore. Oh God, that would be terrifying. Free healthcare for everyone, but you also have a mandatory appointment to like a friggin' like what's it? Plastic surgeon, and he makes you look exactly like him. This plan for world domination, guys. Beware the horror. Those dogs are having a bad time. I enchanted this with some fire damage. It's really giving them a bad time. This is an issue we're gonna have to deal with. Nope. Ow. Oops. Oh shit. Ow. Dear Lord. I'm having a bad time already with this crap. He has so much health too. It's probably a better idea if I flee at this point. Wow. If I had just killed him first, we wouldn't be having this issue, but you know. Does that power up your spell attacks? I was never sure on that. Ow! God! I never liked fighting the Pus of Man enemies. They're just so... they're so erratic. Like, I don't know what to time or what attack it's gonna do. It'll bite you immediately, or it'll swing its hand down, and you'll just be dead. You won't know how. Can I sneak up here? Does he see me? Oh! Yep. Fuck that. Just I can't. I cannot. I do not wish to. Oh no, lots of skipping. Oh jeez. I'm not getting any notifications on my side. And my stream status says good. I don't know if it's lying for me, or lying to me, but... Jesus! Ah! Even out now. Okay, that's good. He caught me in time to get murdered horribly. Whoa. Yeah, love that. Teleporting dogs. Oh, there goes my souls. I'm not gonna sweat it too much. Early progression, we're kinda gonna wing it. I'm not progressing as quickly as I'd like. There you go. Gold pine resin. This is the most aggravating friggin' enemy. And that shield, the wood shield, gives you like pretty good magic resistance for like the weaker shields in the game, if I remember right. It's got Seath's design embedded on it. The Pale Drake. Some of that. Whoa, that was a close dodge. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, give me that critical damage. Bop. You're done, son. Okay, good, he didn't notice me. Alright, I'm hoping that this works out. That's some good damage for one of these guys. Ooh, okay. I'm stumbling him. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Keep that up. Oh, falling off stairs. Good stuff. Shit, I'm gonna die. I am going to die. My life is flashing before my eyes. Oh, we got him. Not bad. It's pretty good shit. Just poke him with the blue stuff. You should always be worried if you hear the horror say that he's going to poke you with his blue stuff. Because you don't know what that could be. We pissed him off. Ooh. Within an inch of my life. How much health do we have? 7 health. Okay. Not as little as I thought it was, but still like, damn. Oh yeah, I forgot that has range like crazy. And I'm gone. Thanks, Tree Hollows. Really helping me out. Go up and get the claymore. Yeah, claymore would be good to have. Maybe I'll do that. Like, I kind of want to go for rapiers, but for now, if the damage... Well, I don't know. Do I have the stats to use the claymore? I don't know if since it's... Is it a starting weapon? I don't know if it is or not. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna have the strength to wield it, because I only have like 8 strength starting out. I'm not exactly slotted up to be using great swords. That's what I'm thinking. And he's down. It's so cheesy. So cheesy. I am not proud of that at all. This whole playthrough is just gonna be shameful. Ow. Oh, okay. Yeah. I got the right spot. I can just jump. Oh, can't jump that. I'll open up the shortcut before I kill the mimic, because I'm gonna come back out there anyways afterwards. Just open this. The horror is proud of it, though. Yeah, I'm not as the player, but the horror is very proud of himself. He has very low standards. Oh my god! Look at all that damage I'm not doing. Oh, is he gonna spin kick? No. I love those karate kicks. That's my favorite thing about the mimics. They just become kung fu masters. That shit right there. I see where all the poison Dark Souls 3 went. It went to the mimics. You cannot stop an angry mimic. Oh, okay, he staggered. Oh, jeez. His flip kick missed my head by an inch. That'll do. Timber. Maybe Battle Axe will help. I don't have the strength to use a Battle Axe. How much do I need? 12 strength. Maybe I'll invest in strength a little bit. Get any Demon Souls-esque weapons for the DLC. I'd like to see the God's Hands. Or the God Hands. Those were really cool. Yeah, I'm sure they'll have some cool weapon designs. If they match any of the stuff that Dark Souls 2's DLC put out, like I'd love to see the Bone Fists come back, or if you guys remember the that whip sword that you could get in the Sunken King DLC, that was a cool weapon. Like I don't know how feasible it was, but I'd love to see more stuff like that because that was just a very cool design for a weapon. Oh, what? Oh. Okay, I fell, did the falling animation. I think I got a knife in my chin. Right directly in my butt chin. I don't know what the situation is with the poise thing. It hasn't really affected me in a way that's like frustrated me at all. I'm not a big PvP person, so I don't know. Or it's probably affected me in ways that have frustrated me that I didn't know that poise was the cause, but I don't know, I don't worry about it too much. I pack pretty light equipment, so I just try to avoid being hit. The worst thing that'll happen to me is when my stagger after being hit in PvP lasts so long that I just get comboed into really high damage weapons. Like if somebody's got a halberd going on or a greatsword, that can sometimes be like, you know, give me a break. But I don't know if it would make a difference if poise was in the game, because like I said, I'm much more on the light, nimble side of things, so I'm more trying to dodge stuff and all that. Definitely, I don't pack Havels or anything like that. Ooh. You know, that's the first time that's been set off for me, and I can't believe I actually lived through it. That's right out of 2-1 in Demon Souls. This is very much like the same exact room, the same setup, with the Fat Minister, or whatever they call him. I don't have the key to this anyway, so there's not really a reason to come down here, but I guess I'm taking it slow this time. It's a nice relaxing jaunt, you know. Your first playthrough is always a little more, you know, you pace yourself a little bit and try and get everything that you can, because you want to have the choices and not like realize, oh, I want this thing, I'm gonna have to go halfway back through the game to get it. I'm having trouble with that in terms of like what spells I'm gonna get, because I forget where most of the sorceries are. Most of the stuff you get is obtained through Orbeck or the other spell selling people. I'm gonna do Farron Dart instead of Heavy Soul Arrow, because Heavy Soul Arrow is way too slow, I feel. Plus Farron Dart's kind of fun. It's just spammy. Oop. Oh wait, you have to actually tap. Okay. I'm only speaking from observation. I haven't actually used feelin Dart a lot myself. Oh my god. Maybe not the best thing to use on fast enemies, though. Stream's breaking again? Ah, jeez. Yeah, everybody has 0 poise no matter what. It's working as intended, just like Dark Souls 2 weapon durability. Yeah, I don't know. Like, in terms of the PvE, it doesn't bother me enough with my personal playstyle. If I did like a really tanky build, I'm sure I would really feel it and not be enjoying myself as much, but yeah. Nonetheless, it's something they should fix if it's not working like usual. And really, it's a system. I mean, like, they had it in place and it worked. I don't see why they need to change it at all. But, or if it's just a lot more. Somebody on Reddit wrote a post about how it's down to I forget, super armor, and it's like a mix of super armor and poise or something, or I forget what conclusion they came to. I didn't read it. It was a huge wall of text, and I don't know for sure, but let's see. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill that transforming guy quickly enough when I get there. My dinky little... Ow. My dinky little mail breaker here. Oops. Missed the mark. Oh! Stop. Got him. It's this guy. Naked guy. Kill naked guy. Oh my god, I didn't kill naked guy in time. Now everyone is going to die. Hold on. I can deal with this. I can deal with this with fire bombs. If I don't get mauled first. There's a little damage. There we go. Got an ember out of it. It's not too shabby. Look at these poor guys. Those poor hollow trees. It's weird. I guess they're like made out of stone, or are they still alive in that tree form in some sense? I feel like those are what turns into the pilgrim. They're what turn into the pilgrim butterflies later in the game. But we also have like no clue what the pilgrim butterflies are supposed to be without, you know, speculation. So it's very weird. That's probably one of the biggest questions I want explained. I want that, and I want more about the Abyss and the Pus of Man, maybe the Deep, maybe Londor, maybe Primordial Serpents. Because we do have the name drop of Kath, but that's about it. Or no, we have more than that. We have the name drop of Kath, and we have in Lothric Castle the Primordial Serpent statues, where they're like winged creatures. That shit's just crazy. We'll head this way, and see if we can get that cell key so we can free Grey Rat. None may hide from wings. Poise is supposed to be for heavy weapon armor. Yeah, as you're swinging or something like that. That's what I remember the article or the post being about. What time is it right now? 3:21. All right. If we speed things up a little bit, hopefully we'll be able to get to the curse-rotted Greatwood by the end of the stream. I'll probably finish around 5:36 because I have some duties to take care of on the property that I'm staying at, but that won't be for a while. Yeah, we still got an hour and a half, or two and a half hours. Gonna poke you with my depleted stamina bar. Broadsword. That felt good. My neck's a little stiff right now with how I'm sitting. Butterfly, they're bent over like the gaping dragon, standing upright. And they have bones and vertebrae. Huh. I dare you to come harass me. Actually, you'll totally kick my ass. Because I got this whole spell thing going on, and it is not my my happy place necessarily. I'm not as familiar with all this spellcasting business. Alright, I'm gonna be a little bit of a douchey sniper here. Oh, I'm definitely killing you. Yeah, I don't want to deal with you. Is he gonna drop down? Is he gonna go all the way around and... Or he's gonna flail around like a crazy man? He's lost interest. Hey William Hawley, welcome to stream. Welcome to stream! Just, you know, any stream. There you go. Get some of that! Oh, come back. It's okay, he'll lose interest within a couple seconds. Yeah, oh, there he goes. He's back. He's finally back to kick some tail. What else do we have done? Another one. Yeah, let's deal with that. Just being as safe and boring as possible. I truly have become a horror. Ooh. Guys, I can't shoot you from down there. Come back. Alright, I'll come down. We'll compromise here. I come down, and you continue to get pelted with magic. Yeah, you just get caught on that table. Good boy. That's my man. Ooh, he was hopping. He was coming for my ass. Yeah, yeah, toothpick rocks. Toothpick life. And you'll flail on the ground. Look at him go. He's really in that. Alright. That's not until like New Game Plus 2 or something. It's really weird the ring locations is like the one thing that changes from through the New Game Pluses, and since they have a ring or an achievement associated with getting all the rings, it's like just for that one thing you gotta go through so many cycles. Still, I prefer that to the current state of the auto invade covenants. They're not terrible, except for, I mean, you guys probably know all this. Blade of the Dark Moon is like a huge time sink, because you either wait for the barely functional auto invasion system, which it's better than it was before. It's definitely been tweaked enough that I was getting a couple of invasions, but it ended up being most of my ears still came from the Silver Knights, and the rate at which they drop those things is still inexcusably low. Even killing the Grus or killing the Deacon enemies, the Aldrich Faithful dudes, the Deacon guys, like, those didn't take as much time. I didn't mind them as much. It was still like an hour or two, but it's only an hour or two as opposed to like a couple of days just kind of sitting there for a couple hours at a time and getting really, really fed up. But I did finally manage it, and I never want to do it with another character. That's all I can say for sure. Oh boy. I'm just now wondering if Embering only gives you health back, or if it also gives you any magic. That lock-on broke for me at the worst possible time. Oh no. Ah! Give me a break. If I could get a backstab, that would be very helpful. Oh, and I do have Estus, so... Did I get Estus back? Because I know occasionally you will get some extra drinky drinks. I forget how, though, if it's based on killing enemies or something. Oh yeah, it must be killing strong enemies, because I just drank one and I got 2 again, so that's it. Literally happened as I was questioning it. Alright. I like some of the stuff they did with audio cues for when you're doing damage to enemies. You can tell when you land a counter hit because it makes this dull thunking noise that lets you know they were about to, smack you with something and they missed, or you timed it just in between their attack window to do that extra bit of damage. It feels good to have that bit of feedback. You know you did something good, more than just seeing a number pop up or something like that. It's like, yeah. It gives it a little more oomph, which I like. I don't need the Ring of Sacrifice on right now. What else have we gotten? Torch. I'll put the torch. I'll put the torch in the shield slot, and I don't need a light crossbow. You catch up on comments for just a second. Broadsword. So we did get the broadsword. Oh, I never went back for the claymore, but we are about to get a shortcut here, so it's not a huge deal. I'll head back, maybe warp to the far tower bonfire and just work from there. Oh, okay. All right, fellas. Wow, that's a lot of damage. These hollows mean business. I love how they flail. It's the best part about a fire enchanted weapon. It's just your enemies just flail like crazy. Look at those beautiful eyes. Truly the handsomest man in all of Lothric. Yep. All pass, please. Passing on the dogs. Oh, the teleporting dogs. They do that way more often than they should. Fucking dog-ass dogs. You wanna fight, punk? Yeah, you wanna fight. Oh, what the heck? Why aren't you flailing? I'm hitting you with a fire thing. Oh, there he goes. And do I get murdered with the crossbow bolt? No, I don't. Ha! You suck at aiming. Yeah, you totally suck. We'll go here. Wing is planned. Oh my god. The damage is listed as 666. Host invader balancing. In regards to like the weapon upgrade level or the level range in general, lower levels tend to have a higher chance. I'm not sure. I don't know the actual numbers on all those systems and all that stuff. I just know from my personal experience. I've had a pretty good time with invasions. I never feel too over or underpowered. I usually feel like if I screw up, it's because I made a mistake and got caught by something I shouldn't have. Heavy weapons are probably the worst because I feel like I die very quickly, and sometimes it's hard to get in with some of my weapons, like primarily using curved swords. It does not always work as well as one would hope, but alright, let's get this. Claymore. I fell. Oh no. Ah, I'm dead. Still have 2 things to get. That's okay. Just red eye orb invading? I don't know. I haven't had a problem with it. Like I said, I've never felt like I've had an overpowered or underpowered invadee. Usually I have a good amount of fun with it. And I like how a lot of the covenants work. Despite what I was saying about the auto-invade covenants, I love the Mound Makers. The Rosaria's Fingers covenant works really well for what it is. Like, everything with online functionality in this game works, you know? Barring the auto-invade covenants. It's the little iota I have to add on to that, because that is what does not work. The friggin' auto-invade covenants. As cool an idea as they are, you know, the Farron Watchdogs being, you know, forest hunters, guard over a particular area of the game. You've got the Aldrich Faithful guard Anor Londo Chapel. Oh, I made that jump, nice. And then the Blades of Darkmoon. The thing that I'm not so keen on is the fact that they did not just give us a blue eye orb. You know, just to have that option. I feel like forcing certain covenants to have to deal with the auto-invade thing, given that the system doesn't work that well. Just giving us one extra item to have more than one way. It's never a bad thing to have more than one way to farm a covenant. You need one offline way that's farming enemies, which they could make the drop rates on the Silver Knights a little higher, maybe. You've got that. You've got fight clubs for a lot of the covenants. Even Sunbros can now do PvP to get their rewards, which is like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's really cool to level up a covenant. And Mound Makers are just crazy, do whatever they want. They can hang out, be friendly with a host and kind of co-op and fend off invaders when they come in, which is what I did a lot. Hunt down the host and team up with other invaders. Like, that's such a cool wild card covenant, and I love that as a concept. But yeah, I just feel like with the auto-invade implemented, they feel very out of your control, and that's where it becomes an issue, you know, is that you don't have any control over it, even within, like, you can't start a multiplayer match. You have to wait for somebody to either come into an area that you're guarding over, or you have to wait until somebody is being invaded by somebody else, and then be that somebody who gets summoned in to counter-invade, which is like, I don't know. Blue Sentinels was always a cool thing to be kind of like, you know, the invasion police, but then putting in the way of the Blue Covenant as a requirement and all these things, it's just, there's too many factors barring you from progressing or getting any action in those covenants. Way of the Blue really shouldn't exist, you know. That's what I feel. I feel that you should just automatically, or at least it should exist separately from other covenants as like an option you can turn on or off if you want people to come in and help you with invasions, or if you want to help those people level up in that covenant, you know. So okay, I thought there was something there, but I guess I was mistaken. Either way, let's go talk to Emma, the High Priestess. Good mage build. I'm great at this game. Yeah, I can't wait until that happens. I'm gonna become the monster I've always despised.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle. Allow me to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their journeying homes, converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
Emma, do you need a lozenge? Proceed, raise this banner.
This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant.
That's what happens, she just coughs it
If
out.
you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart, and the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits.
Bleh. Yeah, it looks like she's been chewing on it. The way of blue. Alright. So we got it. We'll just turn it on for now, I guess. I don't think we're really gonna get anybody in anyways. Unless Headcrab catches up real fast, which I'm sure he'll be able to do with my general incompetence. Let's see how this fight goes though. I feel like I'll be able to take on Fort, maybe. Oh, if I don't get killed by the Lothric Knights first. Anyways. Hi, folks. Not making a new Wingus? Oh, okay, you have another surprise. Good. Alright, see you later, Headcrab. If I saw that face turn around to look at me after I was sneaking up on it, I'd leave. If I was Vort here, I'd take one look at the horror and be like, oh, not even Irithil has spawned such horrors. I must go. So how legit of a strategy is it to just hang on his butt and just shoot magic directly up his ass? I'm gonna test. Oh, okay, he got me that one. Alright. I wanna be maybe on the other side of him. Or this is a weird corner to be on. Alright. The camera is just going in and outside of him constantly. There you go, staggering his butt. Oh, shoot. This is where I die. Oh, wow. Yeah, well, I was right. My dodge didn't come out in time. It was a tiny bit too late. It's an MLG pro stat called ass riding. Oh no. I'm gonna link this in the chat. Headcrab sent this to me. As long as I'm not getting ambushed. Here you go, guys. It's the thing of beauty that it's showing me right here. Hopefully you guys can access that link, but it's just friggin' that face. Maybe I should just use the mail breaker. I mean, it's got fire. That hurts frosty people. Hurts Frosty McVort. through that with a little more health than before. Oh no. This is gonna be just pinpricking him. That's okay. I gotta do the melee, guys, I'm sorry. The magic it comes out a little too slow. I can't believe that went past me, by the way. The little forward thrust he did there. I was like an inch away from it. Whoa, and again. I'm getting very lucky on that strike he does. Holy hell. This damage though, it's not doing it for me. I'm gonna take a swig. Here he goes. Maybe I'll try magic now, although switching up my strategies, generally not a great idea. And here I go, and here he goes. Yeah? That was from Emily. She was paying me back. I covered for her cleaning the stalls one night, so it was from Emily. She gave it to me because I covered the stalls for her one night. It was just like $20.
So I left it over there on the bench.
Yeah.
But it says Chris on it. It doesn't say Emily.
No, it was for me.
So it said Chris up there, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'll leave it.
Alright.
Is she coming to
Emily? Today's Wednesday. I don't think she is. I think it's gonna be either Nick or Mike. Alright. Fort's weak to fire and dark. Well, in spite of that, the mail breaker's just so dinky. It's really not gonna do a lot. So here, I'll just try killing the dancer instead. That'll go well. Also doesn't help. I could have probably used a trip back to Firelink to level up, but I'm stubborn, so we'll just have to live without. Maybe if I buff this up a little bit first, maybe that'll go better. Use that magic while I got it. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better. I think I just have to find the right opportunities to start casting. It really is the better option. Nestle right up there in his thighs. Okay. I just curved right around him. La la la. Oh shit. Wow, I dodged that. Okay. And now he's gonna breathe. Sweet frostbite all over. I'm gonna get frostbite immediately, probably. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh! There he goes. I don't know how I got the timing or like the hurt frame around the hurt frames of that, but I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. That's what I'll say. Ow! There it goes again. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. Please stop. support, my bruh. Please, chill. Not in the frostbite way, but chill. I got him. Okay. Feels good. Not bad at all. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I'm not gonna bother going back here, because we have a transition anyways.